Comic Bill!
What up, are we live?
Yes, we are live.
We are gonna go guerrilla filmmaking style, yo. I'm gonna show the monkey sick up in the place to be. We're a couple minutes out. I know they're live right now. We are gonna barge in the back door and go guerrilla style up in here for a couple hours.
They don't even know we're coming, do they?
They don't even know we're coming. And the other thing is, I'll give you an idea of what's going on right now. So Coffin Comics is having the Crucial Con.
Crucial Con.
Are they chatting? Can you guys hear us? Let us know if you can hear us.
I can see some comments here and there, but yeah, let
Make
us know
sure-
if the sound is good.
So Coffin Comics is having Crucial Con. It's a bunch of different events. They're live on Coffin TV. They're live on Facebook. They're live on Coffin. They're live on everything. We are breaking in guerrilla filmmaking style, dude. Unedited, straight up. I think we're gonna break in during their vault segment, which lasts an hour. The vault is something that you have to go to Lady Death Store, click on the menu button, and click the vault. It's only open for an hour. It's all their most exclusive stuff. Now
It's coffincomicsshop.com.
yeah, okay, or Lady. Okay, anyway, that's going on. So we'll jump in there. I think we might be there for the Ireland Reed cosplay panel. And a statue unveil. We'll talk to Brian a little bit if he lets us in. We're not going to even knock. Usually I have to ring a doorbell. I'm going to try to break in. Okay? So we're almost there. Are they saying they can hear us?
Yeah, said the sound's fine. All right, how many security guards do you think you can take?
Dude, the sickness is...
Sickness is running red lights right now.
There's fiend, sworn, sick. Okay? And you watch what happens when the sickness goes inside the sworn fiend layer. The sickness spreads. It's absolutely amazing. This is guerrilla style. That's what she said.
Guerrilla style.
And we are here. We are here. You can go ahead and show them. Looks like
Yeah, it's because they're not expecting us.
they don't know about the sickness.
They didn't bring out the welcome wagon.
Oh, get out, Joe. Give him a look at sworn license, Polito's license plate over there, and then take a look at the sickness's license plate. All right, we're going in.
Hello, boys. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good.
This is
ready?
guerrilla filmmaking at its finest.
All right. Do it. Do it. Do it.
There's Brandy.
Hi. Are you live?
We are live.
Hi, everybody.
I know there's some live stuff going on, so we're breaking in.
Are ya? All right. Well, tear it up, y'all.
Oh, snap. Uh-oh. Whoa. Who's interrupting the show? Oh, no! God, it's this guy again!
Julian, Sammy, and Brian.
What?
They're here. They're live. Oh,
What the heck?
Yes,
Here.
It's Economics and Comics!
The sickos from Econ. Man, you guys stone cold straight up jumped all up on Coffin Comics. What's up? What's
What's up, Brian? What's up, everybody?
What's up? Ah! Where's my steel chair to hit him over the head?
Let's do it!
Yeah! Well, we were guys.
All right, go ahead.
No, thank you so much for being here. I mean, one of the things that we were just covering was yesterday we were revealing some of the main themes for Coffin Comics Publishing next year. We announced a company-wide event called Deathocalypse. And that's the overarching story event, and it's all about all our characters in the Coffin verse versus this extinction level event villain named Insurrectus. And we introduced some of the story titles. We're known for some wackadoodle story titles. So first one was, and we'll do it together.
Yes.
In March 2021, Lady Death Cataclysmic Majesty. Come May 2021, La Muerta Onslaught.
That's it.
August 2021, Lady Death Sacrificial Annihilation. And then October 2021, the one we've all been building up for, Hell Witch versus Lady Death Wargasm.
Yes.
What's up, boys? How you doing? Man, we didn't expect you guys. I don't know how you got in here. Do you have a key to this joint now?
Knocking down the gates.
Dang, son. Well, damn. Econ is absconded inside of HQ. I guess. Okay, let's try to get level and get to our regular schedule. Showed up. We were having Julian the Hooligan is discussing some of the items that we're offering on the vault, which is open as we speak. Action.
Oh, here we go, here we go. As I was telling you guys before, I was rudely interrupted. This is one of the very tests for our first metal cover. So I called this the mock-up. Comes with the COA. So this is it. This was the beginning of our metal making days right there. And we're still making metal to this day! Okay, falsetto day, see? Sometimes a little hangovers can help you boost it a bit.
I was saying to
Oh.
Julian, I was like, dude, just let that hair go. That's it. The Wolverine
All right,
style.
here we go.
Long hair don't care.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna grow a big bushy beard to go with it.
You gotta
I
have
found
goals,
this
man.
beautiful mock-up of the hollow foil cover of Hell Witch, Hellborn. Colette Turner did this cover. No, Jamie Tyndall.
Jamie Tyndall, I'm a rock.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And
I do it so well. That's what
You're
gets
the
you
best
right.
singer. You're the best
When we text each other too, it's all like horns
Sworn
and.
and sick. That's all it is. That's all it is.
try to decipher those messages sometime. It's like, oh, they're talking. Oh, the next issue. Okay.
So the vault, you guys, the vault's open right now. It's
Correct.
for 1 hour, and we
Correct.
barged in. They
Yeah.
got their own thing. Oh my gosh.
Coffin Comic Shop.
Crossing streams. Don't cross the streams.
We're in the Matrix.
So you guys, if this is the last vault of the event,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
do you want some fire? Look, they've got mock-ups, metals, right? That's a metal or a hollow?
Metal. Oh, yeah.
Mock-up metal. I'm surprised Joel isn't on his phone right now. But
Well, you know what's crazy about that one too? That it's interesting we're even offering that. Sometimes it surprises me, right? This is a mock-up that we made of the first ever metal comic book that was produced at all in the industry. This was the Rob Michaels cover, the first one we did. So I hope we put a good price on it because that's a mock-up of the first.
It's an amazing thing, and I thought it was appropriate with our 13th anniversary, and we were offering that. And then I also found an artist proof right here. This
Tyndall.
is the Tyndall. It's an
Muerta.
AP10.
Yeah, and the vibe on that one we talked about it was like James Bond La Muerta.
There was all of a sudden a lot of people
Gee.
asking about this. I saw people chattering. It's like, does anyone have these? It's like, well, there you go. There's
might
one.
be Storenko Fury or something.
Yeah.
Good company.
We also found some more mystery envelopes, La Muerta Retribution mystery envelopes I found in a box. Get them. I got 4 up there. Also, Lady Death Echoes, #1. It's a 9.8 graded, signed by the one and only.
It's high.
It's hype. Let's get it.
Is
This
that also a first for the naughties? That
Oh yeah.
that image?
Mhm.
Well, that image was the purple version. I mean, gosh, back in the day, our limited editions were limited to 69 copies. So I'd go to a con and they'd like blow out in an hour. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And then, so what we did is we did the artist celebration a little earlier this year, and then we got Mike to sign them and grade them. So they came back really strong, and it's actually the first time I think Coffin's been offering graded
This is
books.
our first time.
Yeah,
That's on the vault. Upgraded one?
correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just got the one.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
All for you guys. We figured, hey, let's reveal what we're slowly getting.
Yeah, and I guess part of that too is to let people know that what we have been doing is like grading away.
Slowly-
Behind the scenes,
yeah,
yeah,
slowly
grading
getting
some of our
gone.
stuff in our vault.
And this one I really liked. This is the Extinction Express Savage Edition. It is a #3.
That's fire. Oh my gosh.
So the background to that is really interesting. There was this really unique graffiti artist named Vaughn Bode. And if you were to look at him, you could Google him. He looked like this super cool bohemian psychedelic guy. And he invented this character named Cheech Wizard. And that guy's style
Yeah.
became so influential to graffiti overall as a whole that all throughout the East Coast, the graffiti writers would do the Cheech Wizard. Now, the artist that you're looking at is Mark Bode, his son, who essentially adopted his dad's look and vibe. And when I invited Mark, he and I met up at a con, you know, of course, much respect and big up to his dad. And then, you know, we kind of jibed on this whole idea because his dad was known for doing these cool female characters in these jungle-like environments, and they had the cool little face makeup. So he played along. And I think it's about time to call up Mark Bode and say, let's go again, kid, because that was
That's fire.
It's really nice.
I love it.
And like, it's a very unique look. It's a cool style, and he actually still captured what's us.
Yeah.
What's Lady Death. That's
Yep.
great.
And those panther things. are
Yeah,
cool.
those things are really cool. I really like
Yeah,
looking
that
at
guy's
those.
style is ridiculous.
It's a really beautiful piece, and I'm glad I could find something like that. And also, like yesterday, we had the Baby Death, so I was like, this is cool. Right here, another artist proof. Uh-oh.
Don't take
What?
no,
I
it's great.
was like, whoa, do I need to put this back? No, you're not telling me now.
I see him and I'm like,
You
what?
approved all this.
Right?
This is the Metal Enchantress edition, and this is an artist proof 4 out of 5. So there
So
you go.
the original, the way that's been presented so far was that original was tipped into a mystery envelope of ours years ago.
Okay.
And then we did do a metal. And then and then now here you see the artist proof.
This would look nice as also a metal jeweled edition. That's just a stunning piece.
It's a nice piece.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean we haven't even done it on paper yet.
Yeah, and one thing I really like is just all the different artists' interpretation of her energy and her power, and like, you know, she's an elemental, so it's like
Yep.
she's pulling it out.
Yeah, I think Dawn McTagg is definitely one of the top designers of costumes.
Yeah.
For Lady Death.
They're really nice.
Yeah.
And this is all basically one of a kind, right? Because you only are offering one.
The
Yeah,
summer
just one.
wanted to like, well, yeah.
Yeah, but there's only one available. right?
Correct.
You
Yeah.
keep the
Yeah.
1 and 2, 0, 1, 2.
I do, sir.
Yeah.
You know how many years in a row I've come to you at con before we really knew each other and been like, hey, can I get a number 0?
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Yeah, I keep those. Next year I'd be like, hey, can I get a number 0 or a 1? I keep them all. God damn it.
It's funny too. I just share with people too. It's like I have the collector bug just as much, and for me, you know, I've known throughout history that publishers and creators do keep copies. So there's the Stanley collection, and the guy that I was inspired by was William Gaines, the guy who formed EC Comics in the 50s, and he had file copies. I just thought that was a cool way to kind of document your work. So I definitely have kept
All the horror stuff?
Yeah, all the horror stuff. So he kept his own file copies up, like 10 or 12 copies, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that too. So I've been doing it kind of since the day. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's ridiculous.
That's an incredible collection, probably.
it's pretty rad.
One day we'll look at it.
You know, for the Hellwitch fans, right here, the Forsaken, the Vidia.
That's
Let me
the
say that right.
Yep.
This is the edition. This is the mock-up. So the interiors are blank. Comes with our COAs, which describes everything what a mock-up is. These we use for our advertisings when you're doing our funny videos on Kickstarters, and Jimmy's doing his editing with all the videos. These are what we use. We create 1 to 2, and that's it. So we're offering it up.
These are the best of the best in the vault, guys. You got about 45 minutes, I think, before the vault closes.
Yep.
And I tried to mix it up as much as with the as early as I could find Coffin stuff, and I'm still going through boxes, finding even stuff that are just like, wow, I didn't know we still had editions.
You know, it's
going
crazy. I
beyond
mean,
this.
the way I started Coffin Comics was, you know, I'd sort of quieted down a little bit, and I was invited to Dragon Con as a guest. And the guy, Tom Thaler, who, rest in peace, suggested to me, he's like, hey man, why don't you do an exclusive? And I'm like, well, what do you mean by that exactly? And he's like, it would be really cool if you brought, you know, a couple things that were just branded to you to Dragon Con. Now, this isn't to say that in the 90s we didn't do stuff like that, but I was sort of like, you know, quieted down again. And so I did. So that was August 2007, brought 3 exclusives to Dragon Con. They went buck wild. But the print runs, you know, back then were very small. And I continued, and it was sort of quiet. I popped out maybe 1 exclusive a month. And so, yeah, those early ones are pretty neat to find. I mean, even back then, you know, I had killer artists like Yvonne Heiss, as you know him as Ivan Reese. You know, great artists. But
Well, that's what slowly got you back into be like, you know, maybe I should start publishing again and like really start putting yourself out there.
yeah, it's true.
So Dragon Con was the beginning of all of
So this is cool.
Oh,
This
I've
cover
never
is
seen
by
this.
Derek
Gorgeous.
Robertson, co-creator of The Boys.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
Bam.
Come on.
Name drop.
Number 3
Yeah,
edition.
right. I'm in total name drop.
By now.
And this is also a jeweled edition.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, when I found it, finding this stuff is amazing. I mean, you guys hear me giggle in my office. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is so amazing. It's just,
Yeah, that one was a jeweled edition. I offered it at San Diego.
yep.
Yeah, just like limited to 99 or
That's
something
yep.
like that. Yeah,
This
Yeah,
is number
99,
3.
Yep.
So yeah, I just love watching what you've done over the years, Brian. Just,
You know, I think when I see a piece like that too, it's funny because now I'm in the game 29 years. It'll be my 30th anniversary, and you just wind up knowing people that you know. So sure, I know as an acquaintance or professional friend or peer, a guy like Derek Robertson, or I'm definitely not going to name drops, but like there's so many people on the speed dial. It's like, yeah, I got a show going. They made a movie. It's just that world of comics, I guess. If you're in it for a while, pretty neat.
well, now that you've been in it for a while, and you're seeing now that technically comics have dominated media right now. I mean, with
10 years.
films and
Oh,
yeah, it's
That's
getting
true.
really
Yeah,
big.
it's really crazy.
And it's interesting for me from the retailer side. You had that bump in the late '80s, early '90s with the first Batman film, but it didn't dominate like it's really dominating these days.
I think what you saw happen is that people who were in the world, or who were fans, then moved into the world of movies, particularly in the world of development of material. Like the development executives, they just became excited. And they're probably really reading less novels, and they kind of grew up on this stuff, whether it's games or pop culture or comic books. And there's such an interesting, diverse amount of comic books being made now. Like if you look at a company that's super hot right now is Boom. Like everything they pop out, it blows up on the aftermarket, but then it gets scooped up as a movie. They just seem to be really in the pocket right now.
It's been very interesting to watch over the years. It's
Yeah, other
just
companies do
slowly-
Scout, Vault,
yeah.
those guys are coming up, AWA to some degree. So yeah.
It's nice to see that. This industry was supposed to be dead 20 years ago.
Somebody's doing his homework.
What's that?
Somebody's doing his homework.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, the kid.
Yeah.
The channel.
Yeah.
You must be watching the channel I know of.
I get all my knowledge from econ. Let's do one more, and then we're gonna pop into other elements.
Let's get back to the Malevolent Decimation More mock-up.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
the
you
most
want more? You got it right here. One of a kind.
M3.
Boom.
Monty Michael Moore.
That's sick too.
This is. I really love this piece.
Nice piece. That was
That's
a
a really
commission
good one.
piece. Commissioned for a super collector named Sean Wolf out of Florida.
Age,
Yeah.
so that's a 25-year anniversary piece. Is that, it says age 25 years. I'm just
That
curious.
might be.
Wasn't that last year?
Last year?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
There you
And I
commissioned
think
from
that
last
was
year.
all. I mean, that was all Sean's premise and art direction and all that kind of stuff, working it out with Monty. Pretty cool stuff. So guys, that's a taste of what's going on in the vault. The vault is live until 2 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and then it's ging, 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 ging,
Shut it down.
done. So also I'd like to let you know that during Crucial Con we are offering a selection of exclusives, which would be right behind you. And if you would be so kind, I'd like to introduce you to some of those items. We're actually going to let Julian the Hooligan rock them out for you.
Here you go. We have the very lovely Lady Death lingerie by Ryan Kincaid. This is the Phoenix
So
edition.
check out Ryan Kincaid, frequent comics elite contributor, right? He did this. Originally, this image was going to be for our local Phoenix Fan Fusion, and that's why you see a lot of the call-outs related to the cool Phoenix symbol.
This year's?
This year, it was originally supposed to be in May. That got canceled. It was rescheduled actually for this weekend.
Yep.
So we said like, hey, we're going to actually move that program over.
Keep
You
it
also
going.
pointed
keep it
out
going.
the phoenix and the sickle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
which is
really
so
cool.
awesome, yeah.
And then here is the Naughty Phoenix edition.
And that's colored by Ryan Kincaid as well. I like that one. It's sort of clearly Phoenixy in the background.
Yeah, that's a really. I think I actually like this one better just because of that Phoenix behind her. It just really adds
Yeah,
a
they're
whole
all
nother
pretty
level. It's a really beautiful book. And another one. This is one of my favorites, and you had him on earlier.
Also Ryan.
Yeah,
That is the
Brian
Death-O-Rama edition
Death-O-Rama.
by Brian Miller.
I really like this. This totally reminds me of a total throwback to those 60s.
Yeah, 50s exploitation,
Yeah,
60s exploitation
just
films.
beautiful stuff. I love it. It just is really a neat look, and
Very stylish.
that's one thing I like about a lot of our artists. They bring a whole unique style, but they still capture what our characters are all
It's
about.
kind of the game.
It's a really beautiful piece. So
Coffin
scoop
Rama.
these up, and we also have them in nice 11x17 prints as well. Naughty Phoenix.
And check this out, guys. So with day one of Crucial Con, we had Monty Moore and David Harrigan make all new editions. These things did not exist. So between 1 and 2 p.m. on Thursday, Monty Moore drew this, and then Anthony Delaney went into the evening coloring it. David Harrigan did his from 4 to 5 and then completed the coloring at 10 p.m. I approved those at around 10. We got the covers done around 11. It got into the printer's hand in the morning, and then later that afternoon we got the first actual samples. So these are not mock-ups. These are actual first off the press editions.
So real quick for you guys to understand, there's something really special is the instant editions
Word.
by Coffin. So, or Lady Death or Coffin or whatever. At Comic-Cons usually, you're available to get these, and they do it as a special thing during the Comic-Con event. They ink it, they pencil it, they
Yeah, right in
print
front
it,
of people's face.
everything.
We start cold. We give the artist 1 hour to illustrate.
And then it goes throughout the weekend, and then they are delivered on the last day to everyone that orders it. Usually they're really, really limited. And what's
Yep.
really interesting about this time is he's let these. You can order these all weekend long, and on Monday at a certain time
Yeah,
it's
5
closed.
p.m. Monday we close.
And then that is what the run is limited to. So
Yep.
I know when I get home personally, you guys can do what you want. But when I get these are my favorite things at Comic Cons from these guys. I always get their instant editions,
Thank you.
so I'll be getting those, and then the other ones, of course, are exclusives too. I'll probably just pile up. I had a question for you though.
Yeah.
About the ones they're limited to 3. I was reading your site last night, and what is it? Where can they go again?
So if you are interested in any of these items, go to coffincomicsshop.com. And on the upper left-hand side, you're actually going to see a little button for Crucial Con.
Mm-hmm. And then all that stuff's there,
All that
which is
stuff's
even
there.
greater because you've had it up all weekend.
So far.
So you can wait till the last day and fill up your cart, and they won't be gone, which is great.
It's kind of unique. You know, usually we're always saying it's like limited to this, limited to
Yeah,
that.
you gotta go now.
Yep.
But this, they did it as a whole event, like a Comic-Con,
Yep.
an event. So, there's 2 editions. There's one that'll all be numbered till Monday at 5. But what was the other one?
Okay, so what you're referring to is, I believe, we really did get 3 copies of the instance fresh off the press.
Okay.
And we named them first off the press.
Is that there?
Yep.
Right there at the
So there's
corner.
only 3 of each, and we put them on the website at $100.
That's awesome.
And what the premise here is first off the press is, it's literally that. We received them, we could do a final proof, and then walk away. And now we stand by until we get all orders, and then we go to print on the quote-unquote main run. But there's only 3 of each first off the press. And actually, in that scenario, Coffin isn't retaining one, so we're offering them to the public.
Oh wow. So I don't even know if those are probably not. I don't even know if they're still available.
I don't know one way or the other. I haven't checked.
Yeah, but if you want to get something limited, it ends on for that. I mean, there's still more to talk about.
Yeah.
But for the instant editions, I wanted to break it down for you guys of how special it is. Usually, you can only get them at Comic-Cons.
Yeah.
And that's like again, my favorite thing. Besides, I'll pick around, but the instant editions are so cool because it's a 3-day thing. You get to watch it happen. And,
Yep. Yeah, another fun thing we do at cons that I love, it's called the Flash Exclusive.
Oh yeah.
So what I mean by that is, like, midway through the con, we just tell people, it's like, we're going to put out a new exclusive. It's going to be legitimate. Be there. First come, first serve, one to a customer. You got to be there. And what I like to think that we do is every time we bust out a Flash, it's legit. So we had our first one, I think, first or second was Mark Silvestri. That we had like an E-Bass, so it's that kind of level. So yeah, those are fun. One other thing while everyone's listening, so I'd like to let you know that Coffin Comics paired up with Give Comics Hope. This is a new charity, an industry-wide charity initiative where we are all raising funds for comic book shops. And so Coffin Comics is making the Chaos Rules #1 local comic shop metallic edition with artwork by David Harrigan, and in the background you'll see a wallpaper that says LCS. These are going to retail for $100, and all proceeds will be donated to this charity. Now,
100%.
yeah, so Coffin Comics threw in, our metal maker threw in, and we're discussing with our printer. So like the raw cost will.
And they're all metals.
They're all metals. These will be limited to orders received until October 16th.
Okay, cool.
And people are jumping on it. And again, that's to, yeah, like, look, let me be honest with you. Comic book shops have been an oasis for my imagination since they existed. I mean, I used to pick up comics before there were comic shops, but as soon as comic book shops became a thing, I was in them. And it's just been such a great sort of fun community and place. So to support comic shops and it helps them get back on their feet, Coffin, like a lot in the industry, are getting behind Give Comics Hope. And so again, the book is $100. All proceeds are going to go to the charity. And what's going to happen is all the proceeds go to an intermediate charity called BINC, Book Industry Something or Other, and they then disperse the funds. And that's what they're known to do. They do that for the book industry, and they're doing it for local comic shops. So good times.
Sweet.
Now look, another thing, our originally announced schedule is to be a premiere. So I would like to premiere something if you guys are down. So I'm going to ask you to stage here.
Here we go.
And so look, here we
Get ready. Get ready.
here we are. Here we are. So look, there's been a lot of fun announcements throughout Crucial Con. We have announced a Hell Witch statue with Quarantine Studios, the new Hell Witch action figure with executive replicas, the new La Muerta action figure. But there's been a statue that has been on the top of people's minds for some time. And I'm here to let you know that Coffin Comics is announcing that the Lady Death Majestic statue series
Oh yeah.
will be offered via Kickstarter for pre-order in May 2021.
Nice.
There is the main edition. It stands 15 inches tall. For comparison's sake, that gives you a perspective. This is, and feel free, I'll get out of the way, you guys could really enjoy this. This is the main edition. And then the other, this is called the Majestic Statue Series.
Oh my God.
This is the Scarlet. And then this is the Ghost.
Yeah.
And the SRP is to be announced.
Oh.
The actual structure of the Kickstarter, what I can say is expect the unexpected. Shenanigans will abound, surprises, etc. Now, I'd like to discuss a little bit about the pieces. So, the image Majestic was drawn by Richard Ortiz and originally colored by Sandru Nivenjun, the piece that inspired this. The artistic team that brought this to life is among the top in the field. Big up and all credit due to Joe Allard of Devil Designs, who art directed the piece. The role of an art director in three-dimensional design in manufacturing cannot be undervalued. Joe's eye is, he'll see things that people can't possibly see. So to have him on board as art director is incredible. The sculpture is by Tim Miller and Sam Greenwell. Tim Miller did the first Lady Death sideshow statue. Sam Greenwell has contributed to three-dimensional material on my creations for well over 20 years. Sam did the most amazing Evil Ernie bust back in the day, and he's done his own Lady Death statues as well. The two teamed up to bring Lady Death to life. And then the coloring is by one of the top in the field, Jason Wires out of Georgia, known literally as the busiest man. So Jason pulled this 3D molds, and what you're actually looking at are paint masters. And then Jason also did the paints. And so what you're looking at is sadly what we have to provide to the factory as the sample. They'll be deriving their molds from this, and these are also paint masters. And some of the challenges I think of this piece that were kind of fun was, with this particular edition, I think this might be called Heaven. What I said to Jason is, it's got to be all white. And he said, and guys, I'm going to step out of the way and let you guys get as close as you want. Let's see if we can do this too. Let's see here, pop her back in.
These are fire, man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. So, my challenge to Jason Wires was that she had to be all white. And what Jason did with that was really intelligent. So you'll notice that he gives a certain quality to the skin, certain quality to the different elements of the costume, even the hair and the cape. You'll notice a little violet / purple in the hair and the cape. So I think he was brilliant. He really took on the challenge. I mean, to say the character is all white, except for obviously her lips, is really quite a challenge.
Where her stockings go up, it almost looks like
It's insane, dude.
pressure.
Correct. Yeah,
It's
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah,
it
these
looks
guys-
very realistic.
Yeah, so these guys are, I mean, they are literally the best in the field. Behind the scenes, it took time and coordination to get everyone scheduled together because these guys are just among the busiest. But for the behind the scenes, you'll notice too, we're trying to get a different quality for each one of the bases. So each one of these pieces stand on their own. It looks like on one there's a lava top. On this one it looks more Nordic and ice-like.
Will there be illumination like battery or no? I'm just curious. Sometimes they
There
do.
isn't a lighting element on this one.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
on this particular statue, so this one will be produced by Coffin Collectibles.
Uh-huh.
And we wanted to kind of walk before we ran,
Sure.
before we start doing like really challenging stuff. So we wanted a very simple classic pose that was very, very powerful. So yeah, these are,
I can't wait. I'm getting them. I'm getting all three. I can tell you that right now.
yeah, so I think as we're designing the Kickstarter even now, you could expect a lot more video. We've already done it, photography, and the actual elements of the Kickstarter, because remember there's tiers and they ascend, that construction will actually be pretty cool. Yeah, her face, what do you think, that expression?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, these guys are remarkable talents. I mean, how far this kind of stuff has come in the last 30 years is just beyond. Joel, what do you think?
That's amazing.
They really captured his art like perfectly.
So this is.
Oh, yeah.
Do they take it apart to do like the leg mold and all that? Because I know this is the first.
Yeah, that's why you're kind of seeing, if you see any kind of flaws, we're addressing them.
Yeah.
Because it's,
This is the beginning.
yeah, because that's actually a part, so it's, it's going to be in there a little better.
That's okay. We know
Yeah,
the
and the way
final
they,
product. Will
yeah,
be
the way the
better.
hair works and stuff. I mean, right now, yeah, I wish they're gonna stay. I wish they're gonna stay like this, but they actually have. It's a shame they have to be destroyed to be made. So, but that's gonna be the reference for the color and the texture of the color. So, for example, on the scarlet one, you'll see we have this kind of nice wet, hot, kind of latexy quality with the gold. And we thought that. Again, Joel Allard, all credit to Joe, the idea of doing the 3 distinct paint masters. In my mind, it's sort of like, here's Lady Death between heaven and hell.
Mm-hmm.
The cool and the fire. So, yeah, that's the Lady Death
exciting.
Majestic series coming to you via Kickstarter for pre-order for delivery in Q1 2022. And there will definitely be other fun elements to that particular piece.
I'm glad we broke in and caught this.
Now let me see if you can make her spin without getting into too much trouble.
That is so
It
stunning.
it looks like it's actual like material.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's another crazy thing. So look at qualities of blues in there.
Yeah,
and the
they
matte.
create that discolor.
The matte, it's not, look at it. Yeah, it's insane.
Wow.
It's
Like
got
the
that
lighting
nice
is hitting
sheen.
it. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, these guys are
fire.
great. She's got her crazy boots on and she's just like strutting. Reminds me of that In Vogue video, right?
Yeah.
You're never gonna get it.
Never gonna get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's wow.
But you guys will be able to get this.
Correct, that's right.
That's right.
And
Now, of course, they will be limited, right? Like in the kick. Oh no, Kickstarter, no. Or well.
tune in.
Oh, something's gonna
Tune
be
in.
Said the
limited.
T word.
Let me just say this, Billy, and I think you know it's to be true. There's going to be some shenanigans involved. So yeah, we're going to have some like Coffin comic shenanigans involved. There may be one that's more common than the others. There may be one that's a little more rare. I mean, that's kind of part of the fun, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe that's the main. Maybe that's the secondarily limited. Maybe ultra limited.
Legendary,
I don't know.
so- yeah, mhm.
I don't know.
Unlock it to get to that one. Who
I mean,
knows?
but also I want people to be able to get all 3 if they so choose. So, all the combinations. But yeah,
Pretty exciting.
well, thank you for looking at those. So that's our big announcement for this particular one.
Now, guys, we have 10 minutes on the vault
Dang.
I think, right? Is that about
No,
right?
it closes. So it's open for 1 hour. So we got what 25 minutes left.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
25 minutes.
Yeah.
So anything in the vault, that's the last of the vault stuff for today.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
The exclusive editions.
these are till Monday at 5.
Yeah.
And that one is till October something.
16th.
16th.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely my faves. I mean, I know myself, I'm gonna get all of them. But I love the instant editions. Those are some of my favorites.
Yeah.
I think I was part of the first. I think I got 2 with a
Oh,
DeBolfo.
the Balfos, yeah.
Yeah, I
You
got
also
2
watch-
of those. I remember.
You can also watch the rebroadcast on Coffin Comics TV YouTube, so you can see them creating it live in
It's a
person.
lot
Then we
of fun
also
to watch.
posted Antonio's color
I hadn't
time
seen
lapse
that,
of that one.
but I saw the
Sped that one up.
Yeah, sped up.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
one's
3-minute
really cool.
time lapse of the of that. You see him just do it real quick.
Yeah, and actually, once we shut the vault today at 2 o'clock, there is no vault scheduled in
For a
the
while,
For the
right?
end of
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
While we're here, while you guys are here, for fun, I'd also show you that we've completed the pre-order process of this Lady Death Seductress statue, and we expect this to be delivered somewhere like in either end of the year or Q1 2021 from Quarantine Studios, and that piece is based on the artwork of Eric Basaluda.
Wow, that's fire too.
Yeah, it's the Lady Death Seductress, and you can see she's tall.
The
Wow.
skeleton hand is holding it.
Yep. I mean, if you're gonna die,
What a way to go.
what a way to go. Yeah, but that's among the taller. That's another 15.
And the base isn't that big either, so it's really tall.
Yeah, it doesn't take up too much. But yeah, so now what you're starting to see is Coffin, rocking out the new storylines, but also moving more into some more merch.
And the new storylines is one of the big announcements is they're all crossing over.
That's the big story.
That's amazing. You haven't done that yet.
We've never done it, and in reality, the story's been brewing to a gigantic explosion like this, and that's why we've named the whole year's event Deathocalypse. And as a comic book fan myself, I've always enjoyed some of the earlier giant crossover events like Crisis on Infinite Earths and Secret Wars.
Epic events were always fun things when I was working at the comic shop because you would just get sometimes people that weren't even into comics were coming in because they're like, okay, I hear something big is happening, and they
Right.
would just go in and grab as many editions as they can. And they're a lot of fun. It really brings excitement to your characters, and I think every so often you got to do something like this to shake things up a bit.
And I think it's fair to say that some of the bigger companies, they've maybe overdone it.
Yeah, they beat it.
They beat it, right? It's like infinite this, infinite that. But we haven't done it before, and truly, 2021 will be our expression of that. But 2022, we're moving on to different topics. So we've been leading up to this kind of explosive crossover event. So here in March 2021, we're going to have Lady Death Catastrophic Majesty. And in fact, I actually have some pages from that as well already.
Get ready.
And so feel free to take a close-up on that. We're already deep into the production of these books. And page 2021 there shows this giant city-like thing forming over Giza, Egypt. And inside it is a character named Insurrectus. And this is a character we actually introduced in Lady Death Chapter 10. And we are actually about to ship Chapter 12. So this is the character Insurrectus. And he actually is awoken. And he actually starts walking through Africa. And with every step he gains intelligence until a point where he absorbs all the world's knowledge in Lady Death Chapter 12. Well, here now in 13, things have progressed. And he becomes an extinction level threat along with his mate, the mother of abominations, Atrocity, and their offspring, which spread throughout the world. Now it's going to take all our cast of characters to possibly deal with that. And here's a fun page with our character, Lady Satanus. Off on a mission, starting out in her penthouse in Phoenix, Arizona.
Dude, where is that located at?
It's downtown.
Oh, really? You have a number?
Be careful what you wish for. And then here we are actually up in
Oh my God.
this is a page where the Archangel Michael reconnects with a character from my own past named Volnavia.
That shading reminds me of Monty Moore.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah. And actually, so the Archangel Michael, he's kind of like our Thor, is speaking to Volnavia, needs to enlist the help of this group called the War Angels in an effort to, because there's a storm a-coming. And there's another one of our characters named Tiva Steelheart. She's actually a Native American werewoman. You see her in action.
That's sick.
And so you can see this is going to be, I mean, it's just a taste, and I'm trying to give it to you out of order, so it's all confusing but cool. But this really will require all our characters, and we're actually going to have to introduce a bunch of new characters.
Are these the actual originals or the copies of the original?
Oh, yeah, they're just copies. The originals are probably
Yeah, I was
about
like,
11 by
this is really
17.
small.
Yeah.
Oh, look how
Yeah, I should have printed them out bigger, but last minute I
No,
just
I know.
busted on my computer. So here's our character, Atticus Marrow. He's like our Doctor Strange, kind of doing some sort of ritual with Lady Death. Beautiful Diego Bernard artwork. And all our creative teams that you know and love are returning for this. So to that end, here's some one of the artists that you like quite a lot, Joel Gomez. So in our story with La Muerta, since we're saying it's a company-wide crossover, some of what's going on, the offspring of Insurrectus, will actually come to Phoenix. And one of the things that the character Insurrectus is doing is he's identifying any guardians of the innocent, or any what we call in our world unnaturals, and he wants to destroy them all to humiliate humanity. So for some reason, he is heading towards La Muerta. And if you've read La Muerta up to now, there's supernatural goings on,
She
but
doesn't
she's
have the powers. Though.
yeah, so what's up? So there's
Yeah.
something going on.
Oh, she might have some powers.
I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
what. So here's some of the beautiful art. And the setup of this story is kind of fun. So La Muerta is hanging at Fiesta World, which is the secret HQ of Loco, the luchador assassin.
Like the circus area.
Like
They're
that
not some roller coasters. And...
rundown amusement park.
Mhm.
But it's all rigged. It's sort of like his Batcave.
Mm-hmm.
And this group of ne'er-do-wells are looking for some revenge, and they're bringing the character Sombra as a bargaining chip.
I don't remember her.
She's a witch she's a bruja, a witch who tends to play both sides.
Oh, she's the one that's really old, but she's the one that's old, but her magic makes her look young.
yeah.
Yeah,
And she's
cool.
she's the lady you go to for information.
Sure.
Do you remember, like, for example, in the movie Constantine, there was that guy who was a voodoo guy.
Yeah.
You kind of go to him and you get
Yeah.
whatever his name was.
Like Marked for Death, where he goes and pays the guy, or the guy pays her to do the curse on Screwface.
There you go. Yeah, it's one of those kind of characters. So another cool page in action. Ultimately, what happens is these two opposing forces clash, and they're having a horrible shootout. However, what happens next requires enemies to become allies when this giant, horrific offspring launches outside of Phoenix and spilling off this 200-foot tall monster are these countless creatures who are heading straight for Fiesta World. So that is the setup. Enemies become allies as they fight for survival. Now, of course, next August, Sacrificial Annihilation. I'm working on it as we speak. It's the biggest comic book we've ever done. 100 characters in it. Everyone's got a piece of the action. It's everybody in the Coffin verse versus Insurrectus, his wife Atrocity, and their offspring.
This is big. I like it because it's got a little bit of everything. It's like I'm liking our characters are coming together. You're seeing a conjoined universe, and we got giant monsters, and they're evil, and I love it.
Creatively, it was really
Yeah.
fun to make this guy because I wanted to make for Coffin Comics our own Thanos, our own Darkseid, and I also like monsters. So the idea of like there's this Thanos guy meets this other kind of extinction level female character. They mate, and what comes out of them are monsters, you know, and they're all shapes, sizes, all that kind of stuff.
We got to end our broadcast to get ready
Oh.
for the next.
Okay, we got to end our broadcast. Get ready for the next. What? That's what we're gonna do. So, folks, thanks, Econ, for being here for this piece. We have another broadcast coming up right away with Ireland Reed. You guys make it go so fast and so easy. Thank you for seeing that we've now revealed the majestic statues are coming at you. You guys have been great. We've been the Coffin crew. Holla at you later.
We're not stopping. This is guerrilla warfare. We don't stop.
I'm going to my trailer.
I'm going to my trailer. We got to pop in the Ireland Reed thing
That's
somehow
cool.
because
Right on. Yeah, so Jim's
very
gonna set it up.
professional.
You guys can keep going. I'm gonna have coffee and chips.
Ooh.
And you're welcome to anything we have here. Joel, feel free to get a close-up look.
Yeah, these are amazing. Are they 16-inch or?
The Majestics are 15.
Take a look at
And I
what's
think the
left in the vault.
Seductress is the taller.
So these are all the rest of the stuff that's in the vault. Oh my goodness. Mock-up.
Cape on that.
BP edition. I gotta ask Ryan. Oh, I love this one.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's
Yeah, that's like the nice one. I like her bottom.
just amazing. Yeah, I know you.
Other
Yeah,
mock-up.
I was like, wow, is that designed for a light?
The booby.
It's just really.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Gomez.
It's so good, you know, to do the bass like that and have a little different.
Go get your go get your coffee. Go relax. Publish your copies.
With the lighter color and the dark red, how it creates.
These are all still available.
Yeah.
Probably for about 10 more
It
minutes.
already looks like it's lit up.
These are the best of the best.
Ah, this is cool.
Super limited.
I hope they do
Oh, that's
on Kickstarter something where you can get all three.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we do. Yeah.
You probably can see them. They might already sold out already, but I don't really know. But yeah,
You've known
someone
about
was
it.
asking about where is
Jimmy and I put them together.
where is
early last year? I want to say like March of last year.
where's Senor
Yeah,
Infermo?
it was,
There's a
Well,
lot of
confirmed
stuff.
Senor
Yeah.
Infermo will be
Statue, you know.
in La Muerte
Yeah.
7.
I
So
start here.
not only is it a huge crossover event, but Senor Infermo will be
Oh,
making
God.
an appearance,
No pressure at all.
which is the coolest thing ever.
Do you need me to move the coffin behind you, Jimmy?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let me know when it looks good.
Oh my God. Joel, is this a Billy Tucci? I think this is a Billy Tucci.
It is Tucci. Yeah. That's
Oh
really
my
cool.
God. Artist proof 5 of 5.
Cool, man. That's cool.
Oh my God.
Cubicle. That's it.
Hopefully somebody's getting some, and while you're getting it, might as well. Well, you can wait till the last day for those.
Oh, perfect.
When I get home, I'm gonna go. Oh, shit.
That'd be ball field.
Did you see it, or they were all mostly gone, Joel, or what?
A lot of them are sold out, but there might be some left.
Oh shit. I love mock-ups more than anything. I'm guilty, but I had a Don Mateg mock-up, and I put it on eBay just, you know, and I sold it for $250.
Dang.
Mock-ups just sell like crazy. Because there's usually only one.
Was that in there? That's cool.
I didn't see that. Damn.
Should be in there.
I didn't see it. Maybe it's behind one of these. There's a couple here that are behind. So how you doing, Jimmy?
Oh, doing good.
I'm gonna talk to you later about your camera. I'm interested. I want to change to that type of camera for my shows, but I don't want to deal with all this.
Yeah, that's the problem with all the wire, because we're using Streamlabs. We can stream well, if you want to just keep it on YouTube. But
Well, I use
I don't know.
StreamYard too, but like when I'm doing my videos, like my regular preview video, you have to have it wired in the computer. And I have an all-in-one. I don't even know how that'll work.
are you sure you want people to see your face that high res?
Well, this is 4K, but
Yeah, you know what, your videos look great as is, but yeah, if you want to upgrade, we can just take a look at what that is.
I'm
'Cause we
thinking.
got the recommendation from Brian's.
Is it a Canon?
Full-time friend,
Usually,
yeah.
they always the Canon's the one.
Yeah, and this is the one that Adam Goldfein recommended. He used to be a professional cinematographer, and he started up his new business.
Could you
Good stuff.
go live stream without any cords? Just
No, that's
that's
yeah,
the one down for me.
right, yeah.
But yeah, for editing and all that, you can capture great picture with those. Yeah. All right, Joel. You want to mess around a little bit? Okay, we're gonna let Comic Joel do some guerrilla tactics.
What?
Here, you can go around and screw around. I'll be right back.
Where are you going, Comic Bill?
Don't follow
Comic
me.
Bill.
No follow.
Comic Bill is leaving me.
I'm leaving you, Comic Joel. So, super skeleton crew, huh?
Yeah, we're not.
I have a question for you.
Bill's going to the bathroom for a quick 45-minute break. These are some of the best paintings in here. Kind of dark. I don't know how to turn the light on. That's one of my favorites. The Ryan Brown.
How's everything else? Did you show the toys and everything? Is that something? We did that yesterday. Is that more room somewhere or
Oh, this is pretty exciting. Going live at 5. Oh, there she is. There she is. Woo. Oh. No, I can hear you. Oh, I can hear but I can't see you. You just probably have to hit that little rotary tool and figure out, choose the right camera. Okay. Shaky tape. Oh yeah, this. Oh, yeah. I think my favorite is that white one.
Yeah, I was looking at these closer. I almost think this red one's the best. Just the way that
yeah,
it's so
it's
much
tough.
shinier.
Yeah. It's a tough call, but I don't know.
The cape on this one is maybe the best. That
Oh,
cape
for
is
sure,
really
yeah.
good.
Yeah, and it's so cool. Like, yeah, building
Only
stuff
these you
that-
could mix and match.
yeah, get them on and we do it.
But it's cool that they're much larger size than a regular.
Yeah, I love the details on the little skulls down there. It's just like the logo King Skull.
Yeah, all of the bases look really good.
Oh. There.
I love drones.
Okay, I grabbed a couple images that you posted. Yeah, make sure these are fine. These are the ones you worked with. It's on to show.
Are you joking, Ryan Atkins? It's like Blair Witch up in here. I'm shaking the camera so much.
And then also,
We are in Arizona. Coffin Comics headquarters is in Arizona. Ah, this is a Dorian Clevenger. See you, Lisa. I believe they do tours every once in a great while. I'm not sure if they do them. They probably haven't been doing them recently, but they've done them in the past. These are the hardcover ones. I think some of these were available in the last Kickstarter. Yeah, Chris, I collect a ton of statues. I have probably one of the crown jewels in my collection is the life-size alien stuff from Sideshow. I have life-size alien head, life-size head from Aliens, Alien 3. I have the all of the 1/4 scale alien stuff. I also have the life-size Predator head. I think Bill has some videos of that stuff on his channel. Yeah, the life-size Lady Death will be here shortly. Ireland Reed. My brother collects all of the 1/6 scale movie figures from Sideshow and Hot Toys. So he has a pretty ridiculous collection of that stuff. I like the larger statues, but when you start collecting the really large statues, you can only do like one every couple of months because they get so expensive. But if you collect the smaller ones, then I think you can maybe get more of them. Who's in the next room? If you're just tuning in, we are live at Coffin Comics headquarters in Arizona, and this weekend is their Crucial Con 2020. You can go to coffincomicsshop.com to see all the exclusives they have. And right now we're just waiting for Bill. He's been in the bathroom for about 2.5 hours. Probably about normal for him. So probably give him another half hour, and then I might have to go check on him.
And so yeah, as you can see, so folks, I don't know if you joined us during the that was the Lady Death Malevolent Decimation Kickstarter, and that was the first cover. Sorry, repeat. That was the first cover.
Yeah, they're doing their own stream on Facebook, I think.
No, this was actually homage to.
He's talking to Ireland Reed right now?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Is she going to be coming here? Or?
No, they're streaming. You want to film it, kind of?
Yeah.
Sold out cover that I think we saw at print, but yeah, that was really fun. How did you come up with that idea to do the?
Go down.
They're doing it on their thing, so like you can't hear what her responses are and stuff. So.
All right, well, screw around. I'm gonna screw around for a couple more minutes, and I'll.
All right, Bill is going back to the restroom, I think. Come on down, Marcos.
So you did fitness modeling professionally? Is that what you're saying, or is that? Yes. Speaking of covers, and then we had these. The next one we did was for Treacherous Infamy. That was the other Kickstarter cover. So the amazing part, because okay, so not only do you cosplay, you also costume design and you. That's right. I got it.
Yeah, they are. These are all covers for their different. A lot of them are from Kickstarter. If you guys have any questions for Comic Bill, I'm here to answer them for you. Comic Bill.
Comic Joel.
Comic Bill.
Hey guys, listen. We're gonna end. They're interviewing Ireland Reed right now on Coffin Comics TV on YouTube or Facebook. There's Joel Gomez at 4 o'clock. There's a show at 3 o'clock with Brian Polito talking about all the storylines from A to Z. He'll tell you everything about what's going on in the books and catch you up. And I think they're done at that time. You have till Monday at 5 to pre-order any of these special limited Comic-Con exclusives that they did in the 3-day period. When I get home, I'm going to order some. But I wanted to tune out and say thanks a lot, guys. Thank you, Comic Joel.
Thank you, Comic Bill.
And we're going to let you go because tune in. Go over to Coffin Comics on YouTube, guys, and watch their shows. They got Ireland right now, one of the best cosplayers in the world, and a bunch of stuff for the rest of the day. And thanks for joining. Stay sick. I can't see shit.